truly here for very selfish reasons.
The strength that we have is in this moment.
NEA, we have to win all the things! All the things!
I think this party is trying to find a way to look tough and to show fight.
That's what I've been doing. And while you're talking about hard work, you need to realize that our job is not just in this state house with these marble floors. Our jobs are on the street.
Listen to your constituents. Center them in this moment.
I don't care about the polling. The American, I don't care what NBC is saying. I can talk to the people on the street.
We in these hot Texas streets, honey.
It's day 1096 of being a girl. It's year 3, and that's me on a billboard in Times Square. Ah! I've got 3 Bs, a book, a bath bomb, and a billboard. Oh, wow.
The stimulus bill under Obama, that had 3 big headline projects for reinvestment. It had high-speed rail, it had smart grid, and it had a nationwide system of interoperable health records.
They hate government. Government's a barrier to people, a barrier to stop them from doing things. They want to destroy it. We are not letting them do it, and we're united.
Scrambling, trying to seem tough.
While you've been here passing bills that have been hurting transgender children.
But I can tell you that there are a lot of people that are watching his leadership in this moment.
Are you on the streets? Are you talking to people?
We need a Democratic Party that fights harder for us too.
This is a long, relentless fight that we fight every day.
That's what I'm saying. Go out and fight
but it's not a...
I think there is a deep sense of outrage and betrayal.
AOC is leading the Democrat Party. That's who people want to lead the Democrat Party.
They're tired of politicians being like, we can't do anything. This is the way we do it. This is how we've always done it.
Tim Walz is hitting reverse after rooting for Tesla's stock to crash. Governor Jazz Hands now claims he was just joking.
This guy bugs me in a way that is probably unhealthy.
But it is a culture of what happens when the Democrats who are setting this stuff up get in the room together. And people start raising their hand.
I think that is more concerning than the leg crossing, I have to say.
Now I think we should hand out some paper doll books to some of these people out in Times Square. Let's go.
And then I saw Jazzy, as you said.
I'm gonna keep screaming in the halls of Congress. This is the moment.
And I'm seeing this party traffic in a lot of curse words.
I think you punched.
The whole wig, the eyelashes, the nails, the cursing.
I think you're okay with you okay with punching.
And this is not just about progressive Democrats. This is across the board, the entire party.
Democrats need to stop playing by those rules. Those rules don't exist anymore. We're in an existential crisis right now.
All the things! Our colleagues are depending on us to win all the things!
The people who say we want to fight, you don't have the votes. You can't pass gas.
Fighting the oligarchy, Greg.
Yeah.
Is that resonating
How
with
long
Americans?
are we going to ignore the big story here?
AOC saying fart. I mean, come on.
Y'all know we got Governor Hot Wheels down there. Come on now.
We're going to start calling them mutts. Menacing, unruly, thuggish, and thottish. That's what they are.
Be disruptive!
You do know what you're saying is incorrect.
And you are not fighting!
In case you needed another reason to hate this fart, here he is admitting that Dems are sending agitators to conservative areas to intimidate voters.
We are mobilizing in New York. We have people going to the Republican districts.
He should have been fighting for the people of America that are feeling the way that they are feeling.
Remember those days?
Yeah, 0 for 3.
Yeah.
A little bit more hell no instead of a little bit no.
Fair enough.
You know whether Pete Hegseth had been drinking before he leaked classified information?
The answer is no.
And the only thing hot about him is that he is a hot mess, honey. So,
I ain't dead, and I'm not gonna die.
Delegates, we won't go back!
You're
also not willing to take the pain now to solve.
Well, I am taking the pain, and I'm taking the political. I mean, I can give you proof points of the work we've done and the political capital we've used to get a lot of these reforms advanced. And that's, I think, that's where I struggle a little bit.
And forcing them to either change their vote or face the consequences.
Are you ready to be unpopular?
Who's going to build the Texas detention camps? Who's going to build them? I'll wait.
I got to ask, it's the middle of the day on Wednesday. Do you have a job?
I do. Wednesdays, I have some flexibility, and, during the day, I'm able to go do stuff. I got to get stuff I got to get due.
To your knowledge, do you know whether Pete Hegseth had been drinking before he leaked classified information?
I don't have any knowledge of Secretary Hegseth's personal habits.
I think about what's happening, in this moment.
Do you want to dispute anything that I said in the remaining 30 seconds?
Thank you, Congressman. First of all, I want to recognize your concerns. One of the first things that I did in coming in May was to beef up our editorial standards. I directed my editor-in-chief, who, by the way...
Why is NPR even doing editorial?
What you're saying is I'm not going to get my way when my people are being slaughtered.
That's supposed to be like the new cool thing to do.
We need you to be a little bit less polite.
Doing the hard work of making sure that our state is not the state that it can.
I'm going to answer his question. You're not going to get me upset. I'm going to answer his question.
While you've been here passing bills that have not helped people who need Medicaid expansion, while you've been here, we want you to show some of the backbone and strategic brilliance that Mitch McConnell would have in the minority.
Right.
We leave our job because
Tomorrow.
blood is not more precious than the Gazan children. That no salary, no slave wage is enough to stop me from actually raising my voice.
That is the problem.
The fact that Nancy is now out there criticizing Schumer, stop it already.
You know why she's criticizing him? Because he should have been fighting for that.
I'm so sorry.
What's important is that we meet this moment.
Because there's going to be a lot of people who are not happy for you. And that had never occurred to me.
We must win all the things.
But you didn't My statement was for calling him.
Director Radcliffe, same question. Yes or no?
No, I'm going to answer that. I think that's an offensive line of questioning. The answer is no. I find it interesting that you want to... I'm going to answer. You asked me a question. You want an answer?
I don't understand how that's offensive. I don't understand. You have a disability? You need me to repeat this to you. It's too much. She's a mess. I think Van Jones is completely correct. She's trying to act tough. She's not from the hood.
I am sick of seeing Jasmine Crockett plastered all over social media and people giving her praise for menacing, unruly, thuggish, and thottish behavior.
We need to meet energy with energy.
You didn't apologize. I put out a statement. Why would I apologize when I put out a statement? My statement was clear.
Keep going, NEA, to preserve our democracy.
So are these current Democrats the ones to meet the moment?
Tampon's all about the double hand shimmy, shimmy, shake. We should call him Jazzy.
That I celebrate and I'm handing out to folks.
And I am confident that we will bring Trump's popularity, numbers, and strength down.
My statement was gets around in a wheelchair.
These headlines here are not true. This is disinformation on some huge topics. I mean, you saw Gavin out there with the other guy, Ezra, I think his name, both severely crossing their legs. Is that a good look?
I have to say, even more so than the crossing the legs, have you seen his hand motions?
Yeah. What do you want to see us doing right now in this moment?
You don't feel bad about making. You don't feel bad about making.
I have to be careful about being a smart. I was making a joke. These people have no sense of humor. They are the most literal people.
These are specific tomato seeds that are for growing diversity, equity, inclusion, and accessibility.
If you would like to run for office, run for office.
That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
I'm so sorry.
Do editorial?
I don't mean editorial in terms of opinion editorial.
Do you even need opinion? What does it matter?
Because you have decided.
Representative Pearson. And going after these Republicans who are voting for this.
Well, he had the opportunity to fight for them.
I think this party is trying to find a way to look tough and to show fight.
Well, I don't know, Joy, that they're fighting with each other.
We want you to show fight.
We need a Democratic Party that fights harder for us to.
If we keep at it and keep at it and keep at it.
Can you not provide the news?
Of course.
Fair and balanced?
Of course, Congressman. I mean editorial standards for our journalism.
I think we all need a lot more empathy right now, and so I hope we take that away.
I just need y'all to make sure that y'all keep screaming in the streets.
I mean, why are old white men the only ones who are allowed to be felons?
No, listen.
You don't want to focus on the good work that the CIA is doing, that the intelligence community.
Director, I reclaim my time.
We will keep going forward because we are the NEA!
No one else can stay in this country if they're a felon, but somehow if you're...
And he's not even that white.
I'm going to answer. You asked me a question. You want an answer?
But my point was they're all mad, and I, said something I didn't, probably shouldn't have.
He's competing with Walz. Do women like guys that are that frantic?
You need to fight
in front of someone.
I'm done.
They're not fighting a unified fight.
If you can be anything, be inclusive at USDA.
But this is not the way.
Patel, you said not that I'm aware of. Do either of the directors want to reflect on their testimony yesterday in the context of what I just read?
Sure. 1, I was not on that signal chat. 2, I have not reviewed it. And 3, as you just indicated, that was made public this morning.
But Director, you didn't prior to yesterday's Senate. You were on this. You were on the signal chat, correct?
No.
Okay, but did you review the material on the signal chat?
No, I wasn't on it.
And which Democrats are actually going to stand up against Elon Musk and Donald Trump in this moment?
That's a show?
I think so. Dana Lash actually tweeted the other day, she went to one of the best schools in St. Louis, one of the most elite, prestigious schools in the entire state. This is not who she is. She's playing an act to try to seem cool, to win voters, and it's not going to work.
So she doesn't usually talk like that. That's a show?
I think so.
Well, I'm done.
Let's bring AOC back. I'm done.
We need a Democratic Party that fights harder for us too.
They have the right to ask questions. They have the right to ask questions.
Why don't the Democrats go out there and march and stop fighting with each other? I'm sick of it.